Hello, this is Flowboy and this Miss Margo. Today I'll be doing an interview for my class. So Miss Margo here do podcasts. So who inspired you to start a podcast?
Um, well, actually, my inspiration came from listening to a lot of other podcasts. And it was more for about community to help people. Ours is trying to let people know that, you can grow better yourself and that you're not alone.
Oh, that's good. So who's your favorite podcaster?
Oh, now that's a hard one. um, I like, wow. There's Tony Gaskins has one, and he's actually one of my mentors. There's this guy Joshua that I've been listening a lot to lately. He talks about the Lord. I like a lot of self help kind of podcasting and entrepreneur podcasting. So there's one called Relentless that I like. There's just a lot that I could go through. Yeah.
Oh, that's good to hear. So what advice would you give for future podcasters?
Um, I would say just start. A lot of people wait. We waited a whole year before we actually started recording. And I think that's a disservice. Just start because you're never going to get to the point where you feel like it's the right time. You just start and grow, and your actual community will love and appreciate that.
Oh, that's good here. Growing is the best communication.
Yes.
But so do you um on your podcast, Unique and Community, what did you and your friend talk about?
What do we talk about?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a lot about growing. We do, of course, because we're both faith believers, we talk a lot about the Lord, but we talk about everyday struggles that we go through as women, women in business, mothers, and just pre-adolescent stuff, growing up and the struggles that we had. So it's pretty much everyday stuff. We wanted it that way to be relatable. And again, because we want people to understand that we talk about stuff that people don't like to talk about. Like right
Mhm.
now, through this month, we're talking about trauma. We've talked about depression. We've talked about hurt, anger, just a lot of stuff, a lot of relatable, everyday stuff.
That's good to know. Like best communication, best community, and we got to stay as one piece.
Yes,
S-
definitely.
So, how do you handle backflash comments or positive comments when it comes to your artwork?
Um, You know, I think people closest to you are the ones who are going to give you the negative feedback starting out. And you got to kind of grow thicker skin. Don't take it personal. Look at what they're saying and see if there's truth there. Because you always got to look at it like, is there room for me to grow? What can I take from their criticism or negative comments and see, can I do better? But and again, don't take it personal. You got to let it roll off your back. Let it, once you recognize something, grow.
Grow to evolve. Amen.
Hmm.
So, what did you and your friend talk about when you guys mentioned glory to the next level?
Oh, that's always about um, knowing that when you're facing a struggle, that it's for your benefit. There's a saying that I heard before about you're going to fail. No matter what you do, you're going to fail and get used to that, but fail forward, meaning that you take a lesson with it. It's never a loss. There's always a lesson.
All right, good lesson learned.
Yes.
So, did you ever have a hard time conquering your dreams when you were younger?
Oh, definitely. Yes. A lot because being a female, and I'm in the 50-year-old age bracket. So weren't all inclusive during that time yet. There was still gender barriers going on. And like, I wanted to play drums growing up. I was told I couldn't play drums because I was a girl. There weren't a lot of drummers out there. A lot of the things I wanted to do, females weren't doing it yet. Like, I own my own construction company. Around here locally, that's unheard of. There's not a woman that actually does the work and owns the company at the same time. So there were a lot of barriers to overcome, and that's one of the reasons why we started the podcast.
That's a good thing to
Yeah.
know.
Hmm.
So, have you ever overcome any fears?
Any fears?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Talking about my past, letting people in. That is a huge fear for a lot of people because you're opening yourself up for that criticism or judgment, or how are people going to look at me? You know what? People are going to talk about you no matter what, whether you're doing good or bad. So just do good and let them still talk about you.
Yep, haters gonna hate.
Yes. Yes.
All right, so one final last question. In your podcast video, tiles unity and community, what does that mean and what awareness are you trying to bring to the community?
Yeah, I love that. I love that saying because we wholeheartedly believe that. Again, it's just letting people know that we all go through struggles. Might not be the identical same struggles, but we all struggle. And a lot of us, there are a lot of commonalities when you really sit back and look at it. And just to be open about it and open yourself up, because you don't know what advice you have for that person next to you who's going through it. And that's where that unity comes from, because together we're all better. We all grow, and just, always paying it forward, and when we can do that, and like I said, not worry about who judges or this and that, don't worry about what other people are thinking. You will just become a better person all around.
All right, that was good feedback. For everyone that's listening, tune in for more positive comments. There always will be more stuff coming on in this world.